guys like my Rugrats hat?
Super cute. Okay, beautiful day today, by the way. Sun is shining through the windows. We're so excited because spring is on its way. So back to our story. Where we left off, he parted the Red Sea. God parted the Red Sea. And then what happened to the Israelites? Do you know what happened to them? They ended up traveling through the desert, and they came to a mountain called Mount Sinai. And what they did was they set up a camp with all the people just below the mountain of Sinai. And then, do you know what Moses did, Easton? Moses went up the mountain to talk to who? God.
Like he did. Was Moses the one with the burning bush too?
Yep. So this time he went up Mount Sinai and he went and talked to God. So we're going to learn. Of course, we love this show because it's
Pursue-God.org.
Some of the rules they do. Maybe they don't let you play. Okay. Hey kids, have you ever wondered why your parents have some of the rules they do? Maybe they don't let you play video games before you do your homework. Or maybe they make you clean your room on Fridays.
Whatever it is, they probably have a good reason for it.
Did you know that God gave us some really important rules to follow too?
That's right. Let's find a little bit more about those rules. God gave 10 commandments for the people to follow.
A little while after the Israelites escaped Egypt, God called Moses to the top of a mountain.
And when he got up there, God gave him 10 important rules.
And those rules are called the 10 Commandments. The first 4 commandments are about us and God. The first 4 commandments are: you must not have any other God. You must not have any idols or worship things other than God. You must not misuse the name of God. And lastly, you should take 1 day a week to rest and worship God.
And these commandments teach us how to respect God and worship only Him. The last 6 commandments are about people and us. These commandments are to honor your mother and father. Don't murder anyone. Don't commit adultery. Don't steal. Don't lie. And don't be jealous of other people.
Don't lie.
Some of these seem pretty obvious, but they help us to love other people.
They show us how we should treat others.
The whole point is to love God and love people. One time, some really religious people came to Jesus to ask him which commandment was most important out of all of them.
He didn't pick one, but instead he gave him 2 different commandments. He said the greatest commandment of all is to love God with all your heart.
And he said the second greatest commandment is to love others just as you love yourself.
These 2 commandments explain all of them. Memory verse.
The entire law and all the demands of the prophets are based on these 2 commandments. Jesus was trying to tell them that the commandments weren't just about following rules,
but they were really about having good relationships.
See, if you understand that you need to love God and love others,
then the rules don't matter. You'll be following them anyway.
So kids, just like your parents have good reasons for all of their rules, so does God.
He wants us to love Him and others.
So when they said don't use...
So Emma's going to read out a text.
When they said don't use God's name wrong, they mean don't say like, oh my God and stuff.
Well, yeah, it's like you don't curse God. Yeah. Anyways, Emma's going to read you kind of a different version, Easton, of what the 10 Commandments are. So Emma can read those out. You can show them.
Oh, you want my cookies? Okay, what is it?
Well, you can read those little notes here.
Does it
And
matter what order
the
they're
10
in?
Commandments is
This way.
Yep, go ahead.
I'm reading off these little cards. Always tell the truth. Keep God in first place. Always say God's name with love. Respect marriage. Which one was that when they said it?
That was the one about committing adultery.
Don't be jealous of other people's things. Oh.
Did you know that? Don't be
Don't
jealous.
hurt people.
Right.
Don't steal.
Yeah.
Love and respect your parents.
Yeah.
Love God more than everything else. Keep God's day for rest.
Do you know what which God's day is?
Seventh day.
You know which day of the week
Saturday.
is God's day? Yeah, Saturday. We're supposed to keep God's day and we're supposed to, pray and stuff like that, study the Bible and that on Saturdays. So what do we do on Saturdays?
Videos and sleepovers.
And we do Bible study.
Yeah, Bible studies.
Exactly. So it's great. So
And it's always on Saturday.
exactly.
Okay, so which page?
So Exodus 31:18.
Exodus is the second book, 31.
18, and that gives us the 10 Commandments. So do you remember those now, Easton? Can you think of a couple of them that were in here? Don't hurt people? Yeah, that's a good one. Don't be jealous,
It
yes.
says, when the Lord finished speaking to Moses on Mount Sinai, he gave him the 2 tablets of the covenant law, the tablets of stone inscribed by the finger of God.
That's right. So, yes, Easton?
He forgot.
Okay, so God called Moses up to the mountain, and he talked to him, and he gave him 2 tablets of stone with 10 commandments on them, which were the laws of God, written. Do you know how God wrote? Do you know how big these tablets were? I'm trying to think about this. They didn't have paper like this, so I just took out a paper and pen and wrote these. They didn't have that, so what did they write? What did God write on?
Rocks.
Rocks. And he gave them to Moses, like this. And
Are you kidding me? You couldn't have just used a scroll. Like, come on. I have to carry this with me now.
No. And how did God write on it? Did he take a pen? And they didn't have. How did it say God wrote on it?
With his finger.
Wow. God wrote the laws, all 10 laws, Easton, with his finger.
It's just like when you draw with fingerprint.
He basically wrote right into the rock. Could you take your finger and could you write?
Could you
just
carve
your-
holes into rocks with just your fingers?
Just your finger.
Like this is a rock.
Oh, God did. But listen to this. You know what happened? Moses was on the mountain. Guess how long he stayed up on the mountain talking to God? 40 days and 40 nights.
Like Noah in the ark.
Yes. And after we do a little project
Wait,
here.
40 days?
40
Why did I not
days.
think of that? I said like Noah and I didn't even think of how long that was.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple fun things here. We've got this paper here, and it's called Making Rules. And I need you guys to help me with these pictures. Picture we have,
Okay, here we go.
The first picture we have is a
Of
beach.
a beach.
So what do you think would be good laws to have on a beach?
No swimming where the boats go.
Excellent.
So stay away from boats.
Perfect. That's a great law. Why would you want to do that?
So don't get run over.
By the boat, right? Oh, sweetheart, you're covered in cookie. Okay, what would be another good law? I know a funny one.
Don't eat the sand.
Don't swim where the sharks are. Hey?
So stay away from sharks.
Stay away from sharks.
Don't eat the sand.
Oh, that's a, well, you
that
know.
wasn't my time, that was Emma's.
Oh, okay.
Thanks. Okay, let's do 3 more rules for the beach.
Okay, what else?
Don't eat.
Yeah, go ahead, Ethan.
Don't swim No more about swimming. We already have that.
Sec.
Don't swim right after you eat.
That is a very good rule. Do you know why they do that?
Because you also get cramps.
You get cramps, yeah. You know what cramps are? Where your tummy hurts, right?
And because if you go really deep in, the shark will eat you. Because they smell like food.
Okay.
2 more.
You pick one.
Don't climb the trees.
Don't climb the palm trees?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know.
You
No,
might-
no. Stay away from the palm trees. The coconuts will fall on your
Well,
head.
that might, well, maybe those ones have a bad problem with that, so that might be a good, really good rule to put on that beach sign. I'll get to pick one now. I would say Don't be careful of the crabs because they might pinch. Okay, so that's good.
Now the second one.
Okay,
is about a playground.
Show Easton and show them.
Playground, okay?
So playground, rules about a playground.
This one on this side.
Okay, so what rules are on playgrounds that you think?
Play nice.
Yeah, play nice.
That was that time.
Okay, yeah, Easton, what do you think? What's a good rule for a playground?
Don't climb on the slides. Don't climb on the slides?
Who does climb on the slides?
Not me, because... Yeah, you! No, kids. I saw kids climbing on top of the slide.
Oh.
So no doing that.
No, that would be very dangerous. So that's a good rule, okay? Yeah, be careful on the slide. Write it down, please. Okay, and Emma?
Be careful on
Climbing the slides.
climbing on the slide.
That's right.
Hey!
Okay,
You're
go
supposed
Emma.
to say, don't climb on the slide. No, because kids climb on slides.
Okay, go ahead, Emma.
Not on top. What about... They do it all the time.
Have you seen them do that? Do you tell them not to be careful?
No. What about don't eat on the playground?
Oh, well, lots of kids eat on playgrounds.
I don't know.
Okay, I would say a rule, a really good rule, take turns. Good. Take turns is a good rule. So do you think it's important to have rules? Why do you think it's important to have rules, Ethan? Why do you think it's important?
Yeah, why safe.
To be safe and to be fair, right? If every kid went on the slide and left you and pushed you away, would that be very good? No. So everybody should take turns, right? Okay, what's another good one, Emma? Don't do that.
What about...
Just one more and then we'll move on.
No! You make one.
Okay, you make one. Go for it, Easton. What's another good one on playgrounds?
Wait a minute. Let me see that. Be careful on the trampoline. No, we're not going to do it.
Well, no trampolines are really dangerous.
Yeah, but we gotta... Oh, I'll just write be careful because it can't be based off of this.
Yeah, that's
specific
fine.
picture.
That's fine. Say trampoline for me, please. Okay. All right, Emma, are you doing any more on that one or not?
No.
Okay. What's the next scene?
A kitchen.
Oh, a kitchen. Show them
Stay
the
away
kitchen.
from the oven. I already know when. Stay away from the oven. So
Stay away from the... Why would you stay away from the oven, Easton?
because it might burn you.
Burn you, yeah.
When Daddy was little, Grandma Kelly was cooking cookies, and she put them on this metal tray on the counter. And Daddy was like just at the height of the counter, so he backed up, and the tray burned the back of his neck.
Oh, see, that's not good. Okay, what's another rule for...
I would stay away when cooking.
Okay, so what's another good rule in the kitchen? Ooh.
Don't, maybe don't climb on counters?
Okay, go ahead.
Don't cook. Don't make sure to check on your food when you're cooking it.
Yeah, that's
Don't
a great...
burn food.
Yeah, well,
No.
you check on your food.
Don't let bubbles come out. Oh, like when you're boiling, so it doesn't boil.
So just keep an eye
Check
on your
food.
food. Check your food, yeah. I think that the other thing that would be...
Don't climb on counters.
Sure.
No.
Well, you shouldn't. Okay, what are counters for? What are counters for?
I'll just write don't.
When we're trying to get to a high cupboard in our kitchen, what do we use?
A stool.
That's
But we
a
don't have one
ladder
at
stool.
home, so we have to stand on the counter.
Yeah, it's probably
You
not a
shouldn't,
safe
though.
thing, no.
You shouldn't. People have fallen off.
Okay, I would say...
One more.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, because you're in a kitchen, so you might have chemicals, like cleaners under the sink and everything, so be safe with chemicals. Because
Then
if you have
one
a
more.
baby, that might open the cupboard, and then what would the baby maybe do?
Eat the chemical and die.
Yeah, that would be very bad.
One more
Do you have
for
one
that.
more? Okay, you
One
pick
more,
one
and
more.
then we're going to the store. Let me see that. No, we're not doing a story of something. Don't make it specific to this picture though. It has to be something with every kitchen. Okay, sit back.
Very
Be
good.
careful around cupboards, because they might fall.
Oh, that's
That's
true.
true.
Well, food might fall.
No, cupboards. Because, you know.
What happened to Dad with that can?
Oh.
What happened to
Be
Dad?
careful with sharp objects.
Yeah, that's a great one. What happened with the tin? Tell them what happened.
No, I don't want to. Fine.
What happened? You gotta be careful.
Mommy and Daddy were. Daddy was opening a can of dog food,
Yeah?
and it was really compressed.
Yeah.
So when they opened the lid, it was still flat, and it flamed at Daddy, and it almost cut his neck.
Ooh!
Daddy almost died.
So be careful.
I put be careful with sharp stuff. There's no more room.
Okay,
let's go to the store.
show them the store.
They can't see. I'll show them.
Okay.
Just wait. We don't have to. What about at the store?
What would you be careful?
Don't steal.
He just wants to see
What's
the
that?
picture.
Don't. My turn. Don't steal.
Don't steal. Yes, don't steal. Okay, what's another?
Be careful around shelves.
Yes, shelves could fall on you. You don't climb the shelves
But,
in
buddy,
the store, do you?
That's a good one, but let's start thinking
It's
about.
fine.
I know. I'm just saying. Let's start thinking about things that not just be careful, but like, what if, like, don't run into people with carts or
Oh.
like.
Here's a good one. Don't run in the store.
Why?
Because if you're running around and there's lots of people, you might knock somebody over or knock their things over. So you shouldn't
So
run
don't
in
play
the store.
in stores. Don't play in stores.
Yeah, you should just go shopping, right?
seen people play.
I
Yeah,
know.
like one of my friends. I'm not gonna say their names. I don't want to.
Yeah.
When we went to the store and I saw her from a long time
Yeah.
ago, her and her friend were running around playing hide and seek in the store.
Yeah, not a good idea. Okay.
And people were playing hide and tag. in the
Oh,
store.
that's not. You shouldn't
They
do
were
that.
little Okay, let's
kids.
do 3 more.
Yeah.
Not even looking where they were going. Just
think-
you can play with the toys in the toy aisle in the
Well,
packaging.
you're not supposed to.
Yeah, but
You can
like,
look at it.
yeah,
You shouldn't
test
play
them.
with
They
it.
were playing tag.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's bad.
2 more.
Okay, what else you shouldn't do in a store, Easton? What's a good rule for not in a store?
Don't bring anything.
Oh, don't.
blame anything.
Yeah, we've talked about that, right? Why would you not bring it?
Because they might have it and they might think you stole it.
Exactly.
And there might be a open bag lying around.
That's
that
right.
had the
And
same
then what would they
pocket.
do with you if they think you stole it?
They would call the police.
Yeah.
No,
then,
they
yeah,
get very mad at you.
they do call
Yeah.
the police, and then
Well, not on
and
kids.
yes, they do.
They've called police on kids.
Okay, yeah. It's lost. Anyways,
And the police might take you home.
well, you never know.
Not
Okay,
home,
so
they take you away.
What else you got? Any more rules for that?
One more.
Okay, one more, and then we'll move on.
Be polite
Yeah.
to cashiers and people.
Okay, Easton,
I
you
need
get
to
one
go.
last one. Go for it.
Don't take the toy out of the package. That's the same as
Excellent.
stealing, though.
That's excellent, though. It's good. Some people might just rip the packaging open, so that's a good one.
Oh yeah, because like especially blind boxes. We found Among Us blind boxes at the store. I tried to get it
That's
for my
right.
best friend for Christmas, and they were all open, so I couldn't get any.
Oh, we know that Moses wrote on tablets of stone. So what we're going to do,
It's making one.
yeah, we're going to just cut it out like this. See, we're not going to cut two.
Keep them
This
together.
one's yours.
Why is there these curved lines on? Oh,
I
it's
don't know. I wouldn't even
Oh,
worry
it's
about it.
detail for when you color it shading.
I guess. So what I did was I just cut it like this, buddy. Look. So you just cut all the way around here and here, but don't cut down this middle thing here. That way they stay together, right? I mean, we don't really know what that would have looked like. That's for sure.
Well, this is how everyone does it.
Yeah.
Didn't the commandments break?
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute. So here's Moses. He comes off of the mountain, and he's been in the mountain how long talking to God?
40 days, 40 nights.
Would you
Just like Noah's Ark.
You're right, Emma. And numbers mean a lot in the Bible. So
And
that's
like
very
seven,
good.
seven is, they use it a lot, like there was the 7 days.
That's right.
But do you want to know why I asked if the commandment tablet things broke?
Huh.
Because, or else we would know what they look like maybe, because if people found it.
Oh, they actually kept it. They kept it, and it went in the.
Do we fold it in the middle?
Yeah, you fold it in the middle. Did you want help, Easton, or you got it figured out?
Got it.
Okay.
I might cut a tiny bit of the middle by accident. And yeah, when he goes down like this, he's saying he might cut the middle.
Yeah.
And I might have to.
Well, you don't want to cut it in 2, though. Emma, you're going to have to cut these 2. These are the 10 Commandments, yeah? So what I did was I printed... I didn't get fancy. I cut them like this. I just cut squares and made them. So what we've got here, you guys, is I was managed to print these up. So we made like the little tablet, and then I printed, just look for images of the 10 Commandments, and now we're going to cut all these out. So, okay. Ooh. Now what happened after Moses came down from the mountain with the 10 Commandments?
Oh yeah, we have a video of it.
Yeah, we were quickly going to do our video for that. Oh shoot. And I'm pretty sure I got it right.
Hey kids, do you have a favorite something? Maybe it's a toy or a pair of shoes. Do you think a thing is more important than anything else?
Well, in today's lesson, we're going to learn about how people thought that something was more important than God.
It's another story from Moses' life. Let's get started. God gave Moses the 10 Commandments on top of a mountain.
Do you remember those 10 rules we talked about in our last lesson?
God wrote those rules on some tablets and gave them to Moses up on the mountain.
He was up there for a pretty long time. And while he was up there, the Israelites made some bad decisions. The Israelites got tired of waiting and made a golden calf to worship.
The Israelites thought Moses wasn't going to.
So what did they do?
They made an idol.
They made an idol. They made an idol. They made a statue that looks like a cow. And what did God say the first commandment was?
Don't make an idol.
Don't make an idol. Don't make something else and worship it. Because they were mad because he was gone for 40 days and they lost patience. They said, "Where is Moses? We're not going to wait forever."
And it's the second commandment, not the first.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
I'm back.
There you go.
So they decided they need to make their own God to worship.
So they gathered all their gold, melted it, and made it into a calf.
Yep, they took all their gold and stuff. They made a
And
big
they
calf.
worship that calf and make sacrifices to it.
Let me ask you something. Do you think it's a good thing to take a statue and sit there and worship it
No.
and talk
But
to
they
it? Do you think it answers?
That's a real thing, though.
I know lots of people do in different religions. But God is very specific about not worshiping other things. Just God.
Why are you waving at
They
me?
didn't think God was real anymore, so they decided to make their own fake God.
Fake God.
If they had just been patient and waited a little bit longer,
They would have seen that God was real, and Moses knew what he was talking about.
instead they made a silly decision that made God and Moses angry.
Yeah,
Moses
what
reminded
happened?
the Israelites that there's only one real God.
Remember those tablets that God wrote the commandments on? When Moses came down the mountain, he got so angry, he smashed them.
Then he burned the calf statue, put it in water, and made the Israelites drink it.
You hear that?
They drank gold.
You made them drink it.
They
How
drank
mad?
gold.
How mad was God? Molten gold. They melted the statue.
Ew! God had saved them from slavery in Egypt.
And God had done everything for them. What had God done? What did he do?
Let them flee.
From Pharaoh by the plagues.
Something worse could have happened. Like he could have sent them back. Yeah, he could have sent them back as slaves, but all he did was make them drink gold and
No.
drink
So
gold.
my question is, God did everything for him.
Drinking gold.
He was fire by night.
What does that mean?
Remember
Yeah.
he put a cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he parted the Red Sea. to let them go through. And the other things he did that you guys didn't learn about is that for food, because they didn't have a lot of food in the desert.
Didn't it rain down food?
It rained down food.
Manna.
Manna, which was like a little
Bread.
fluffy stuff, and they made bread out of it and everything. And they, yeah.
Basically like cotton.
So God did everything
Cotton from
for
the
them,
sky.
and all it took was 40 days that Moses was gone, and they're like off worshiping something else.
Then it just starts falling down from the sky. It's raining manna from out of the sky.
Yeah.
He was even guiding them to a new home, but they still built a fake God.
How silly is that? So kids, what can we learn from this?
You might think there's no way you would treat a golden cow like God.
But sometimes we do treat silly little things like God. Like our toys, school, or our friends, or even our family.
When we let those things get in the way and take our focus off of what really matters.
And that's God. Memory verse. You must not have any other God but me.
That's the first commandment God gave to his people, and that's one we should remember today.
So kids, don't let silly little things become more important than God.
And no matter what, make sure God is the most important thing in your life.
So, that was our lesson for today. What did you think, you guys? Did you learn lots?
Yeah.
Because it's time for your game. Let's
We're
see
gonna
how
do so
much you
bad.
learn. Let's see how much you learn on this one. Are you ready? Okay. So let's put all this junk away. Easton, are you ready for your game?
Hey, you done. My heartbeat is
but
going
we have
up.
to go. Oh, yes. Emma's wearing a Fitbit. And so now she's all nervous about the game.
My heartbeat's at 83. It was at 75.
Her heartbeat goes up. Okay, Easton, we gotta play the game.
87.
Oh no! Okay, we gotta keep that over there.
So my heartbeat was at 70, like 72. I'll tell you what it is at the end.
Are you ready?
Beats at
Hey,
89.
are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Now listen, we won't get, we, sometimes you can both get it right.
Put your
Okay,
fingers together
so-
like this. Next time.
Here we go, we're gonna do our trivia game. Are you ready? Hands
so.
down. Question number 1. You ready, Easton? Question number 1.
Wait, no.
Oh, I gotta put your names on here. Question number 1.
Oh, here, use this. Here, use this. It's a whole paper.
It's okay, I don't need it. Okay, question
It says
number
I
1
like this
is, what did God write his laws on?
A lot.
A rock. Yeah, that's right, Emma.
Flip this over.
It's
This
in your
says the
book.
commandments. No, don't count the point for me.
Okay. Number 2, how many commandments or laws?
10.
10. Okay. How long was, be serious here now. How long was Moses on the mountain?
40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah,
We
got
both
that.
got it. We said it's exact.
We both got
We
it.
got it. It's okay, remember?
Okay. What do the laws help teach us?
To be good. To listen to God.
They're both right.
Yep, both right.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but like,
How to treat our relationship with God and others, right? Okay. This is a good one. Were the Israelites, put it down, were the Israelites wrong in building an image?
yes! Oh, you got it before me, still.
Okay, are you ready? No, what are you doing?
Let's go.
Okay, I
Yeah,
can't
so-
do it, I'm doing this. What did Moses do to the tablet?
Like it.
How did God write on the tablet?
Finger. I got it.
Okay.
No, I got it.
What did God? Okay. What? Oh, this is a hard one. What was Moses' brother's name?
Aaron.
So good. You guys both knew the answer to that. Did God?
Hide the score from us, though, so we can't see, okay?
Did
Don't look.
God do miracles to save the Israelites?
Yes! Here, there's a divider.
And what did, ooh, this is a tough one. What did Moses do with the golden calf?
Melted it.
Make the Israelites drink it.
That's
got it
exactly it.
We both get it.
Yeah, we both get it.
We both get it.
Easton won this time. One more point for Easton.
You
Yay,
won?
He did. Say hello. You won.
You won!
You won.
No bonus. You
Oh,
already
that's
won.
it. You won the game.
Bonus is only when
Okay,
it's
well, we have to go eat dinner. We've been
Okay.
very busy today. So,
We will see you next time.
no, say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And we'll see you next week.
See you next time. Bye.
Like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye.